Well, I think the zoos perform a very valuable function, as they always have. The practical ways in which you run zoos have changed hugely in this 50 years. The emphasis on breeding, for example, is of great importance. And the emphasis on education has increased extraordinarily over the last 50 years. The zoos can do things that nothing else can do. You don't actually know what an elephant is like unless you've seen one standing alongside it. And we can't all go to the plains of East Africa, or indeed to India. So I welcome zoos and applaud zoos, and I think they are a very, very important element. They have changed in what I was talking about 50 years ago. London Zoo had a rather naive Victorian attitude towards its function, which was correct in 1850, but not in 1950. And that was that you wished to have a specimen of every living species you could, even if that living species was a tiny little rodent which differed from hardly at all from lots of other little rodents, and you wouldn't even know until you actually killed it. And what is more, it slept most of the day, so you didn't even see it. And there was a so-called small mammal house at the London Zoo, in which there are rows and rows of these things. Well, we no longer think that's a good idea, and we are correct in that. And we no longer think that even spectacular things, not every spectacular thing, can be kept in zoos. In my book, it's not proper to keep great raptors in captivity unless you're trying to breed them. And polar bears these days, we know, become extraordinarily neurotic in zoos. So zoos practice has changed a lot, and so it should. But it still has these three crucial things: breeding in captivity, education, and education. Education. Yeah.